Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. I think I might change things up a little bit. Instead of doing daily readings, I think I'm going to start maybe doing readings a couple times a week. Haven't decided what days, but they'll be more like a weekly reading. Kind of the same format though, but just spreading it out a little bit. I'll try to still do the shorts. We'll see how that goes. So let's get started. I'm going to use Runic Tarot and the Witch's Tarot for clarifying. So what do I, I'm not quite sure how that's going to look. Just bear with me here. So if you don't see me, that might be what I'm leaning towards. What do we need to know today? Current situation, Knight of Wands. Present influence is the Star. Future influence is Two of Wands. Unexpected. Wheel. Challenge. Three of Pentacles. Strength. Ten of Swords. Where does this lead? Ten of Pentacles. Four of Swords. And Four of Wands. And advice is the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. I have to clarify this Knight of Wands because, this is something you've been working on, especially with the Star and the present influence. It's your dreams and wishes are like what's kind of influencing you right now. But you must have been working on it, right? Because the Eight of Pentacles. So it's, anytime we're looking at what we want, there's always work being done to reach that. Yeah, we have our times where we just have like, a dream, kind of almost like a fantasy. Those are maybe something we don't work at, but when we really want something, we really want something to last with the Star. It's something that we're actually working on. So I feel like this is what the energy is, and I'm going to clarify that Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is where you're at right now. So I feel like it's interesting to me because I feel like it's going to the left, but I don't feel like it's reversal because we got the Two of Wands in the future. So I still feel like you're moving forward with the Wheel and the unexpected. But I feel like this is almost a confusing energy to me, this Knight of Wands. Because it feels like it should be going forward, but it looks to me like it's backwards. So that's why I'm getting confusing. Just so you know where I'm coming from. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Okay, Page of Swords, the Star, and Six of Cups. Yeah, there's something about chasing the past here a little bit. So we've got the Page of Swords, which again is clarity, the Star, which is again that influence of hopes and dreams, and the Six of Cups is like the past. And so I'm getting, that's where the confusion is coming in. You're like, this is a chasing of the past. Now, because it's a Knight of Wands, I feel like it could be coming in. There could be an energy coming in that reminds you of the past. And it's something that you are chasing. Again, it was a feeling, a situation that, you really felt good about, and how you felt during that time. So, and so I don't know that you're necessarily chasing an exact situation. You're chasing that feeling. You're chasing, hoping to get that feeling again, and that's what I feel like it is. Let's go ahead and well, we can clarify the Star too. What is the Star? Does that give us any more information? The Star is going to be different for all of us in a collective reading. In the other words, your own wishes, your own dreams, your own stuff. Tell me about the Star. So Fool, Two of Wands, and Eight of Wands. Yeah, well, the Eight of Wands kind of matches that Knight of Wands energy. Yeah, you're like, I just need, this is what I think you're wishing for. Something new, and I want to keep moving forward. And the Eight of Wands is kind of that energy to just, you want, I feel like this energy is about being passionate, about being excited about something with these wands all over the place. And the Fool though is that I just want to start over. I mean, not start over. I want to start something new. And I feel like that's what it is. Now you are in a position of, you want it to feel like the past, but have an open mind, right? Because it might be completely different. We have the Two of Wands and the future influence. That's all about moving forward. That's about making plans. That's about like, okay, where do we go from here? What do we do? How do I get there? And that's where you're going to be at. And tell me more about this Two of Wands. Okay, Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Yeah, there's something that you're writing here. So if there was something like that, this is getting past this hurt, this sadness. There's something here about you feeling hurt about something. And I feel like with that justice is, there's something making it right here and you're moving on. Now, it might not be that like justice is happening. You're making it right within yourself and allowing yourself to move forward and just move on. We don't have Eight of Swords or Eight of Cups, and we don't have Six of Swords, but we do have the Ten of Swords in the challenge. So something, or in the strength. So something is that's over. It's really good that it's over because it's actually in your strength. So we have the Wheel here in the unexpected. The Wheel is all about like, I think of the Wheel a lot of times as kind of a destiny movement, but it's also time moving forward. So if you're, and I think it's important to remember that too, like, and I think this is what this is in the unexpected, because you're thinking about a situation from the past, but this is going unexpectedly. You're realizing that no, time is moving forward. Time, life is going, and I'm not going to get stuck behind. That's what I'm getting, the overall feeling. Tell me more about this Wheel. The reason why I feel like you don't get stuck left behind is that Ten of Pentacles there. The Ten of Pentacles, Four of Swords is a little bit difficult, but not that hard. And the Four of Wands. So there's really good energy. So I really feel like it's a little bit of a freeing feeling to me with this Ten of Pentacles here. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune here. Three of Cups, there's that justice and death. Yeah, things are changing. For sure. The Three of Cups, though, there could be something coming in that you celebrate. And I feel like it is. It's like, okay, this is the right way to move. This is the right place to go. And it is like, again, the Death card is also forward movement. All of that, growing and changing. And that it's good growth, and it is forward. When we change like that, that's definitely forward movement. So you're definitely headed in the right direction, and you're going to see it. And it comes from this situation because we have that justice again. And I feel like that there's something maybe that's going to be said that brings some light to a situation, which helps you really move forward instead of holding you back. I feel like it's really interesting with the Three of Pentacles and the challenge. There's something here about like having a really hard time working, or not necessarily working like as in career, but like working with someone or something on like it's almost like the situation, there's something happening here that it doesn't feel equal to me. um let's look at this challenge. What is this Three of Pentacles in our challenge, please? Page of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Tower. There, I feel like, okay, so the challenge is there's something happening here that's going to change your plans. With the Page of Wands, there's some kind of message that's going to come in, and that's the challenge. And it directly affects how you're moving forward with the Two of Wands. And then we have the Tower. So something does change. And it may affect this Two of Wands, like my plans moving forward. It doesn't mean that it doesn't happen, because we really, again, we're followed by really good cards here. The Ten of Swords is a key here. This is something's over and it's a strength. And when it's over, it's over. What is the Ten of Swords? Don't know. What is the Ten of Swords here in our strength? So this has something to do with someone. Like there's a definitely a renewal here. That Page of Wands showed up again. And this is from your challenge, a message. I feel like this King of Swords is I almost feel like it's understanding exactly where you need to go. I feel like there could be some spoken words about um, I think what's over is any idea of a like a renewal here. I also am getting like really because this card is called karma and I'm getting a real karma feeling here. But the Page of Wands is that message. And I feel like there is like some sharp words. So I feel like that's what's done. The sharp words. The if someone like didn't treat you quite right, um, in their words or their attention or you know, um, I don't want to say like necessarily mean, but maybe the words hurt. I feel like that's what's over. And I feel like that's good. I feel like that's you're moving away from that situation, whatever it is, you're moving away from it. And because it does bring our Ten of Pentacles. Now in this deck, the Ten of Pentacles is not just like, family and home, which Ten of Pentacles, no matter what, is about the home, but it's also about being in a position to feel like, yeah, I can do this. In this deck, when I read it, the Ten of Pentacles talks about having collected everything you need and having your ships built, your crew together, and you're going to go, you're ready for war. Now, this is a Viking thing, so not necessarily like you're ready to go to war, but what you are ready for is life. You're ready. Like this, the influence, as this situation moves forward, and as time moves forward, you're going to realize how ready you are. Like I'm ready for this. I really am. I've got this. Because too, I think with the Four of Swords is that healing. We'll ask more about this Ten of Pentacles. Is there anything else about this Ten of Pentacles here that we need to know? Ten of Pentacles, please. The World. Five of Swords. Okay, Death. Yeah, like you're moving on. Like you're done with the fight. Like the World reaching a pivotal time. um, if there was any kind of, is this worth the battle? Any kind of someone not playing fairly, that's done. And that this is like you reaching a very important part of your growth. This death card is huge because it's all about growing more than anything. Yeah, the transforming is the word also, but it's growth. When we transform, we grow. We're growing, and the world's there too, which is another really good growth card because it's the ending of a certain life area or a certain period of time, so it lets growth too, because that's what to me the world is. Like it's an ending, but it's very positive. It comes from hard work and learning, and same with the death card. So what is this Four of Swords after that? What is this Four of Swords about? I think this is just about you realizing that this is the ceremony of really just saying goodbye to something. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Three of Pentacles, Hangman, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what? I'm done. I'm saying goodbye to it. Three of Pentacles is your challenge up here. The Hangman is you've thought about it. You've done you've taken that time to think about it. And now you realize, no, I got this. I'm Nine of Pentacles. I'm it, It's like I don't need all this other stuff around me. I don't need this crap. And I feel like it's crap kind of. there was something in your life that was important to you, and but you have bigger aspirations now, and instead of heading towards the same thing again, it's a new thing. The Four of Wands is after that, and I really like that. So the Four of Wands is about celebrating, any kind of celebrations. It can be any kind. Um, but what I like about it is like you just could be celebrating your growth. You could be celebrating a relationship. You could be, going to a celebration, barbecue, which 4th of July is coming up. It could be anything like that. It could say something about that too. Tell me more about this Four of Wands. Emperor, 10 of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, you're celebrating well. There might be a relationship too that you're celebrating. Um, and it could be with somebody, the emperor, that would be the emperor, male or female, it doesn't matter. But it's something that you've worked hard really a long time for. So whatever you've put a lot of effort into, you're going to be celebrating that. And I think that there's a very good feeling coming in here. I want to see. I really get the feeling that there's something really good happening. What else can you tell me about this situation? Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, 10 of Cups again. So, yeah, you're headed for a new opportunity. And yeah, you'll have choices. You'll have to be making a choice here with the Seven of Cups. But then again, that 10 of Cups. So there is an overall, this whole thing is leading to a new beginning that gives you an opportunity of more choices, and you don't have to stick with one thing. And then the 10 of Cups, though, is very much comforting. Now, that, excuse me, that can be any kind of relationship. That can be, friendship or family, but whatever this is that's happening, I feel like it's almost like much needed. Like that's the feeling, like you need to have this comfort. You need this Four of Wands. By the time it gets here, you'll very much appreciate feeling that sense of, it's going to feel like almost a sense of accomplishment, because the Four of Pentacles was, or the Four of Swords was leading to that independence. But more importantly, it's like, that you're control of your life. And we have the Knight of Swords in our advice. Kind of catches me off guard. I think it's just, go towards your goals. The star that's sitting in here, you still have your dreams. Now, they may not be exactly what you think they are, but don't stop moving towards them. Move towards those dreams. Move towards that, whatever it is that you want most out of life, or most out of the day, whatever that is, and move towards it. Don't stop. So there you go. There is your reading for Tuesday. Take care. Have a beautiful day.